Man, what in the is going on with the 2024 Olympics in Paris? First, you got that opening ceremony with the what happened there?
Man, that's sick, man. Y'all already know what happened. Y'all see what's going on. You see the controversy. I don't know what the LGBTQ got going on with the Olympics, what your gender, or what the
This man had his
your
nuts,
sexual preference.
He had his nutsack hanging out the bottom of his pants with a little kid right there.
This ain't got nothing to do with sports. So why is it involved? Why is it involved?
Then you go straight from that to a boxing match where they said it was a man fighting a female. Now they're saying that the man was actually a female. Then now they're saying that the female that was a man, that wasn't a female, had 3 different chromosomes that came a chromosome, but the man female punched the chick so hard that she cried.
And quit immediately in like 48 seconds or something. On top of it, they just released another report saying in 2022 or 2023, I didn't dive into it yet, but it's saying that she failed a gender test, bro. I didn't go into that, but she failed a gender test a few years ago.
Like, she literally, the person, I can't say it's a man or female, I don't know. They say they didn't qualify for something championship, but then they say she qualified for that was a whole nother story, we understand. But the one that actually got us the most baffled is, how do you have registered sex offenders competing on the Olympic level on the national TV? These people is registered sex offenders for messing with little kids, minors, 13 and younger.
And after they found one, they run in the backgrounds of more, so they found another one, so they're not even done doing background check. They might find more, bro, but it's 2 known sexual predators that are registered. 2 of them. 2 that took place in the Olympics. 1 a coach, 1 actual an Olympian.
Let's go and start with the Olympian himself, Van de Velde. He's a Dutch Olympian, I guess, from the Netherlands. He played beach volleyball. I knew something was wrong when he came on the scene to play. The crowd kept booing him and kind of like chanting, "Get out of here, we don't want you here." And I'm like, "Damn, why they messing with this man?" Then the story came out because back in 2014, when he was 19 years old, let me start us off by saying this. Everybody might not agree with it, but I feel like everybody that's registered as a sex offender probably should be registered, because sometimes you can have an 18-year-old messing with a 16-year-old, but they went to high school together. That really don't bother me, you know what I'm saying?
But when it's an extreme minor, like a child, you need to be known 100%.
Gotta be known. So let's go back to the story. So this dude, Van de Vliet, back in 2014, he was at his crib in Amsterdam, I believe.
Yeah.
On Facebook, met a 12-year-old child on Facebook. Flew from his home in Amsterdam way to the UK.
London.
To London. To go be with this child and had intercourse with her. They said he groomed her online for the day they finally met. He had intercourse with her, and after intercourse, he told her the next morning, go take the morning after pill. So she went to the family clinic in the UK. The family clinic people were kind of like, you was a child, what is you doing here? So they alerted the family immediately, like, hey.
Police, everybody. Something's wrong, obviously.
So this man,
she ain't even a teenager, bro.
12.
She ain't a teenager. She's not a teenager.
And if you tell her to go take the after pill, that means you also stealing this little girl. You feel what I'm saying?
He groomed her, bro.
He groomed and got her ready. So they called the parents. The parents called the police. Everybody got involved. They locked the man up.
He pled guilty to 3 counts. 3 charges. He pled guilty to 3 times doing this.
3 times. And he only caught 4 years in the UK. But he only did 1 year. He did 12 months in the UK prison system. And they extradited him back home to where he's from in the Netherlands, where he only did one more month. And they let him go.
He did 13 months altogether for raping a child.
12-year-old little girl, 12, bro, 12. And come to find out, in the Netherlands, they have extremely lenient child messing with laws. Like, they got a term for it in they language, like Inuskunshus, to where they say if he would have got caught in his own hometown, he probably would have did no time at all. Just would have walked free.
It's so lenient. When they extradited him, they let him out after a month. He got sentenced to 4 years. As soon as he got to the Netherlands, they let him out after a month. That's sick, man.
So he found the loophole because in the Netherlands, the country that he's competing for in the beach volleyball duo tournaments, they don't got him registered as a sex offender.
They do in the UK
In
though.
the UK he do.
They do in the UK.
But now that's his hometown, so that's how he's able to compete. But the people that know, like all these groups, organizations, they advocated and fought and say, no, he should not compete. He cannot compete, but they still let the man slide on through.
And we both agree 1,000,000,000% times 1,000,000,000% where every single person that booed that man.
Of course, I have to take some footage and put it up there too, so they can see who he looked like and what he doing. And that just
I believe he's 29 right now.
29, yeah.
29 right now.
And that led straight from that to you got an Australian man, 65-year-old man named Brett Sutton.
Brett Sutton, a coach.
He used to be a swim coach back in the 80s for the Olympic girls, the kids. And he was messing with one of the kids. He was actually, just one finally came out at that time. So probably was multiple, we don't know. But he was locked up and convicted of like 5 different counts of rape with a minor of 13 and less. While he was coaching this young Australian chick for the whatever he was coaching her for,
Sick.
he was doing sexual things with her. And when she finally got older, she got married, she finally built up enough, because it happened in the 80s. She finally got enough courage to come out and tell her husband first, like, yo, this is what happened to me back in the day when I was getting coached. Because that kind of messed up her whole career, you know what I'm saying?
And we know this shit happens because what happened to Simone Biles.
Larry Nasser, that guy, but he's banned. He's
So
banned.
we know.
He's done for. At least, I want that to get a USA with that one. They handle him correctly, you're done. You're not coming back.
He gave him like 100 years.
And he done for.
And they ain't need to give that man 100 years. They should have gave that man 100 years too.
Listen to this is the crazy part. So he did what he did with this little girl, this older lady. So when she got older, she finally told, and it all came out. So the police worked with her to set up phone calls against him to actually talk to him. And he admitted over and over on the phone to her, like, yeah, I did what I did. The judge was like, this stuff was so gross and inexcusable for what he did. They didn't release all the details. The only thing they said was, it was for sure that he forced this little girl to perform oral on him. At 13 years old, and this ruined this girl's career, who's a woman now, ruined her career. But now this man is a triathlon coach in the Olympics. I can't remember what team he's coaching for, but I want to say China gave him the pass, though. That's for sure. China gave him the pass to be a coach again, and his only stipulation is you have to work with 18 and older.
Bro, you can't sit here and tell me this isn't disturbing. This is disgusting as so. You sit here and let these people that have committed the most gruesome criminals. I mean, listen, they broke the law. They did the craziest things. I could understand they might have did a burglary or a DUI, but actually touching children sexually.
That's the worst of the worst, man. That's the worst of the worst of the worst crimes.
And then you got people that didn't know rules that you want to ban from being in the races and stuff.
Shelly Ann Fraser-Price
ain't break a law at all. She ain't break a law. It was a miscommunication. You ain't tell her how she was supposed to travel here, but you rather let these people come in the Olympics when you got one of the greatest runners, athletes right now, this second, you won't want to let her run a race.
Right, one time for the
because she didn't show up on a bus. Olympics, I close my hand and you get the backhand too. It don't make no sense, bro.
Using this head, it's crazy. Like, come on, man.
Everything that's going on this year for the Olympics is mind blowing because these people train their life for this moment. You gotta think every 4 years, you get a chance to really shine. Unless you're, if you're in a sport where you're like LeBron James and can make it 4 or 5 times, gymnasts don't get 4 or 5 chances.
Nope. That was the age shit. Small Biles, the oldest whoever done it, I believe. At a certain age, it's over with. But we all know, man, if you grew up in that time frame and early, you know these Olympic people used to be our heroes on the Wheaties box, the Michael Jordans, I'm talking about the Carl Lewis, The most recent, Usain Bolt, Simone Biles. You got these guys on the Olympic stage.
I gotta say this, bro. Simone Biles is 27 years old right now and won 7 gold medals. And she's not in her prime. She skipped the last Olympics because of Buddy fondling her at a young age. I mean, come on, man. They did give the man 100 years, but she had to take a break in her prime. In her prime. Imagine she won 7 gold medals this time. Imagine what she would have did 4 years ago. And she couldn't, it was too much pressure on her mentally because this dude was doing sexual stuff to her behind the scenes. You feel me? And then you got the audacity to let these 2 people in, bro. That's crazy, bro.
You got people advocating for them, trying to say, hey, listen, the past is the past. This, they supposed to be like the poster child. The dude, Van de Vliet, the volleyball player, they saying this man is supposed to be the poster child for rehabilitation.
Bruh,
The fuck?
shout out to all them people, bruh, that's pushing this forward. Because the people that doing the Olympics over there in Paris, they don't care. The president, I think, is messing with another man anyways. You feel me? So he okay with this type of stuff regardless. You see the opening was supposed, come on, man. I don't even want to get into that. But the truth is, this is sick and disturbing, and it shouldn't even been involved in the Olympics, and it's taking regular people like us to sit here and push the agenda like, hey, this ain't right.
It ain't, because it ain't right, man. It's not right. And this is,
come on, man.
and believe it or not, ever since the second to the last Olympics where Usain the Bolt was running, this was my most forward look to Olympic there was because they introduced in the break dancing Olympic part. But you got the Olympics riddled with BS right now, man. A trans man that might not be a man who might be one that nobody still don't know. I'm just looking on social media because I'm not a whatever you call them people, a paleontologist could tell you what the person is. I don't know.
Bruh, this is the best of the best of in the world, bruh.
And you telling me Netherlands a sex offender is the best of the best you got to offer?
No
Come
way.
on, Netherlands in the volleyball game, the best of the best you got to offer. Even if he is the best of the best, no, you can't represent my country.
People are addicted to greatness. That's why certain names get written down in history. This is why the Olympics is such a huge phenomenon. How much media attention, what goes on behind this, what it takes to actually run the Olympics, and so many views is because people want to watch history being made by the greatest of all times. And you're telling me that these sex offenders are partaking in this. That is mind blowing.
And one's a coach. This man.
And this is just 2 that people have looked up and, hey, this is what's going on, and started exposing this stuff. It's just 2.
I won't be shocked if it's more. I got
We need to do background checks on countries. Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah, y'all.
Low recidivism.
And just be vigilant.